Hi friends, Kimberley here. Welcome to the next episode of the Explained series, where in my own words, I talk about topics that comes forth in the live Ascension Teachings Q&A. This one is a part 2 of the Arcturian session that was published a few weeks ago. There was a lot in that Arcturian session, so today in part 2, I want to talk to you about what one of the main topics was within that session, was about what is source. What exactly is source? And what exactly is oneness? You know, conceptually, we can try to understand what oneness is, that we are one with all beings. But what exactly is that? It can be somewhat challenging to comprehend at times because we see each other so often as separate beings. But this is part of the design of the system. We wanted to explore duality only to remember our true oneness state. So within the session, it came out that oneness is source code. Now, this is something that the beings of the light have talked about in other previous sessions too. So think of us as computer software in a way. So what oneness is, what source is energy code. You know, source is not a being like an angel. Source is all that is. Source is an energy code. It is a foundation. It is an infinite intelligence that creates all things. It is the basis of who we are. It is the basis of all life. So this is what oneness is. We are source. You know, you might hear that through the beings of the light, through these teachings or through other teachers, is that we are source. But how can we be source if we are unique? It is part of the system, it's part of duality. It is a system. So basically, what's been described is that underneath who we are, if we see ourselves as our computer software, the foundation code is source energy. This is our code that creates all life. So that's oneness, that's source, right? So we wanted to expand as source to experience ourselves through different dimensions, different experiences. This is how we expand ourselves and the universe and all beings. So from that very oneness code, we chose to expand outwards and expand outwards from this single point of source code outwards through dimensions of duality. And this is why you see, you know, all beings as separate, but we are not. So it's just an illusion. So we chose to explore lives through these different dimensions. And as we explore outwardsly, and as we expand through these duality dimensions, there is basically other programs being co-created with source energy. So source energy is the basis of the program, so to speak, of who we are. Then we have other programs added to this, so to speak. And then let's just say with every life we are living, before going into each life, we have soul contracts, pre-birth intentions. So this also creates certain programs within us. And basically, with every life we are living, we create certain imprints. And this is found and accessed within our divine blueprint. This is a spiritual mainframe, right? And it can be accessed within this divine blueprint. A lot of you may know this as the Akashic Records is accessed within us. But you know, time is not linear. And we don't live lives in a linear fashion. We are multidimensional beings. We are living many lives at once. And we have a thread that connects all our lives, right? So every life we are living creates an imprint of that life within a divine blueprint, right? So now in this current life, you are what you see in the mirror. You are source code, and you also have this thread, this connection with all your multidimensional lives. Okay, so part of the things that are added to the source code, like you said, is the soul contracts here. Pre-birth intentions, what you chose to explore now. An example of your multidimensional abilities being expressed through you in this current lifetime basically is also aligned with your soul contracts. So you can access all the wisdom and the knowledge and the abilities from all the lives you are living in this current lifetime. But not all abilities and wisdom will be expressed in your conscious awareness within this current life. What determines that is your soul contracts. You basically, before coming here, you set pre-birth intention. So you wanted to explore certain themes in your life and activate certain abilities within you. But these abilities, even though at times it may feel like they just come online all of a sudden, you are already living with these abilities in one of your multidimensional lives. So basically, once you're at a certain vibration, you can then activate this within your divine blueprint and access those abilities from your multidimensional lives, and you have them come through in this current life. So that's how sometimes you feel like some abilities just come on all of a sudden. And we are living in the time of the greatest great awakening has ever been. So because of this, the veil of illusion, so to speak, is very thin. And this is why so many of us are starting to see glimpses of our multidimensional experience, our multidimensional lives, and we are activating all these new abilities within us, right? So because the collective is at a certain point vibrationally, it's not just programs within us that are becoming activated within us. Certain activations within our very DNA is being played out right now. And because of this, it is allowing our consciousness in our conscious awareness. It is allowing us to more consciously explore our multidimensional lives and our multidimensional abilities. This is how powerful you all are. But understand that who you truly are is source. It is a code that is underneath it all that creates who you are in all things. Right, so when you look in the mirror, you see a form, you see a certain representation. So the teachings that come through basically says that what creates your presentation, your trajectory in life is a mix of your non-physical presence. So basically it's the multidimensional life experience you are living combined with the soul contracts, what you chose to explore in this current life. So these two elements create what you look like in the mirror. It creates your trajectory, how you were born. So there are non-physical aspects to why you look the way you look, why you are exploring life in a certain representation, why you were born into a certain family, why you have certain passions, why you have certain callings. If you can resonate and you know what your calling is and why you are here, your life purpose, it's because you are remembering the wisdom and the knowledge of who you are from your multidimensional lives. You are then accessing your divine blueprint to have the awareness of your soul contracts come and permeate into your conscious awareness. And it's about raising your vibration. Yes, raising your vibration. It is doing the shadow work. It is about addressing your limiting beliefs, your fears, viewing yourself and your reality in unconditional love, unconditional acceptance, knowing that everything is happening for you. In your society, everything is linked to the consciousness shifts. Go inwards. See yourself from the perspective of who you are, which is source, which is multidimensional, yet you are one. So because you are one, you are connected with your multidimensional lives and the wisdom and abilities there, and you're able to access that in this current life if it is aligned to your soul contracts here. You are also able to connect to the oneness of all beings, all other humans and beings, both here on earth and in the cosmos. There is a thread because of the source energy code. This is what connects you with all that is. It is going within. This is where you can access it. So just remember, friends, how advanced you are, how powerful you are. It is in this time of great awakening when you are remembering all this for yourself. You wanted to experience life outside of oneness remembrance, to experience yourself in all these different dimensions, only to journey back into the remembrance of who you are, which is source. This is part of the collective soul contracts for humanity. This is time of great awakening. And step by step, as you raise your frequency in this perception of duality, because guess what? You are already enlightened. It's just that we have forgotten. So it's about raising your frequency in this illusion of physical reality, within this dimensional experience where you don't remember who you truly are. But it's just one step. So yes, you access all the wisdom. It is within you. You are source manifested, and you are one with all that is, and you are multidimensional, and you are a unique frequency of source. So whenever you doubt yourself, doubt your abilities, doubt your position here, doubt your worth, just remember this. Remember who you are. Remember that source is love, expressed in human form. If you want to connect to your source self, then practice acceptance of where you are in your journey. It is okay to have fear. It is okay to have all the emotions, because all the emotions that you are experiencing assist you on your soul journey, assist you to remember oneness. It propels you to go inwards, to find the truth of who you are for yourself. It's just one step at a time, so be gentle on your journey. Practice loving acceptance of yourself and all conditions within your life, within yourself, and within society. And this is how you raise your frequency to activate your divine blueprint, to remember more of your multidimensional self and your true oneness state. Friends, if you want to watch the live channeling session of the Arcturians, I will put a link in the YouTube description. So friends, have a wonderful week. Be gentle with yourself and with your journey. Practice loving yourself, accepting all aspects of you in your journey. For your journey is perfect. It is aligned perfectly to your soul contracts. Do not compare your journey with any others, because you do not know their soul contracts. You do not know their multidimensional experience. So focus on your life. Focus on your journey in the present now. All rememberings and wisdoms from your multidimensional lives is accessed in the portal of the now within you. Dear ones, I am with you. Have a wonderful week. Until next time, love and light. Farewell.